There's a difference between feeling better and actually getting better. And I know this because I tend to seek pleasure and seek reducing stress when I get too stressed out and when the stress builds. So I'm imagining you're kind of like me in that way. Um, I think we're all wired to decompress and relieve stress when we notice it coming up and we feel that pressure. But restructuring your system so that you no longer hold stress in the first place is what I am all about and what I really focused on in 2025. And it is having such an amazing effect in 2026. So I wanted to make this video to share it with you. So most people confuse seeking pleasure to reduce stress versus restructuring stress in the first place. And I understand why people could confuse these two things because they seem to be the same thing. We are moving towards a reduction of stress. That's the goal. But the way we go about doing it happens in two different ways. One, we have an immediate stress relief because we have a glass of wine, or because we turn on the television, or because we go to sleep and take a nap. We close the computer. Something like that immediately will reduce the stress or the pressure. However, doing other things, other rituals, so to speak, will overall reduce stress in the first place because it won't even come to you in the same way. You'll be operating without the stress, so you won't be needing such relief. Here's the premise of this. We're all underestimating our potential. Big time. That's where we start to develop a pattern of how we're going about our days, holding stress and needing to have an outlet of relief. We override our body's signals. We're pushing through the tension. We're numbing with scrolling, with wine, with overworking, with sugar, with over exercising, with anything that we're doing that we're overdoing, even prompting when we're on AI. And we think when that symptom quiets down, the issue's gone, but the nervous system is the operating system. So if we still go about doing the actions we need to do in our work, and we continue to brace or guard and hold that stress in the same place in our bodies, anticipating threat when there really isn't any threat, when you're sitting at your computer. And polyvagal theory teaches that our body are constantly scanning for safety and danger, and it's often below our conscious awareness. If your system doesn't feel safe, it will organize around protection and not performance. But here's where the hope comes in. Neuroplasticity means that your brain and nervous system are not fixed. They can reorganize, they can learn a new response to the same environment, even in your home at your same computer with the same AI and the same spreadsheet. You're not stuck with wiring the way that you have wired yourself right now. You can learn a new way to rewire your nervous system. Dan Gilbert, man, I love his work. He speaks about how we underestimate our capacity for future change. We assume that the way we feel now is the way we're always going to feel. And I can tell you from my personal experience, it is not. Restoring our nervous systems is completely different than having relief. Restoration is when your body no longer has to brace and when your breath moves without force. When your spine isn't protecting against a threat that's no longer there. When stress doesn't happen automatically and convert into your tight shoulders or jaw tension or digestive issues. Relief will calm your surface, but restoration will rewire your system. If this resonates with you, I recorded a video where I walk through this more deeply and I show what restoration actually looks like in the body. Watch it below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more videos like this, leave a comment below of what you'd like me to share with you about. And like hearing from you guys. And if you're ready for restoration, I'd love to support you in doing so. Thanks for being here, and thank you for spending time with me.